what is going on right now with Microsoft licensing in 2021, and how will this affect businesses like yours in 2022, and importantly, what you can do about it. And there are indeed a few trends that should not be overlooked or ignored. To me, there's absolutely no doubt that the biggest trend in Microsoft licensing right now is the way how the whole process of procuring Microsoft licenses and services changing. And it's changing right now. It's the biggest overhaul of the entire Microsoft licensing infrastructure in the last 20 years. Many of you have probably heard already the acronym of CSP. Many of you probably already have at least one CSP agreement. But CSP used to be seen like an addition to the traditional enterprise agreement licensing, something that you have on top of it, something that is aimed at the lower end of the market, startups, boutiques. But now, if you trust Microsoft announcements, that is soon going to change completely. For simplicity today, I'll stick to the acronym that you already know, CSP. But there's a new name which we can't avoid mentioning. Microsoft call it New Commerce Experience. In essence, it's the same as CSP. It's just another name. Why they're introducing this new name is bringing in large enterprise customers into the CSP framework. And Microsoft, if you're a large customer, will try now and deal with you directly, eliminating all the intermediaries, LSPs, CSPs. If you're a large customer, expect that to happen. And why is it important, you may ask? How does it affect you directly? Well, many things that you're used to are disappearing. 3-year agreement cycles that used to cover all your licenses. Now expected to be more disjointed, more desynchronized, and more real-time. Together with it, disappears a complex agreement paperwork. So if you had a process in place to manage your enterprise agreement, now you need a new process. And there's another thing that's disappearing together with this complex agreement paperwork, which is bespoke amendments. These, though, for large customers, I'm expecting to be reintroduced back in some shape or form. But for now, this entire new commerce experience is underpinned by a standard Microsoft customer agreement, regardless of what your size is. But that is still the commercial side of things, the way of procuring licenses. How does that affect licensing? Well, here's the bummer. The same exact products that you're used to buy through an enterprise agreement and license them and deploy them in your infrastructures or on the cloud, when you buy them through a CSP, they have a different set of licensing rules. So you have to relearn. And the problem with that as well is that they are more restrictive. Microsoft are taking away some of the rights that you're used to. And the disappearance of some of these rights may actually affect drastically how you do your internal on-premises IT. What can you do about it? Well, not that much, but still, re-educate your licensing people. Get ready for the changes. And if you don't have partners like us to talk to, at least challenge everything, every product that you get offered by Microsoft directly or by Microsoft Cloud Solution Partners. Make sure that the rights you're getting through CSP are good enough for you to continue using these products the way you're using them today. That nothing is going to break. Financially, licensing is becoming predominantly subscription-based, OpEx only. And what is the vehicle for this change? Well, you guessed it, that's CSP. Let me explain this in a visual comparison between the now and the shiny new world we are being led to. Nowadays, with your existing agreements, you have 3 options to buy licenses and recognize expenses. The first one is simple. If you buy perpetual licenses, you can recognize them as CapEx. Most of you will have an enterprise agreement, and you maybe know that in an enterprise agreement, you have a mixture of perpetual licenses and a compulsory maintenance. Thus, you have CapEx and you have OpEx. And we have a way, we teach our customers how to recognize maintenance as CapEx as well. And obviously, you have the third option, which is subscription, the pure OpEx option. So in the traditional licensing models, you still have a choice. And that choice is being taken away. CSP is fundamentally subscription-based. It's OpEx only. Perpetual licenses are still available in CSP. You may see them on the price list. You will be told there are perpetual licenses. If you check the terms and conditions, they're so cut down, you may only probably use these licenses if you're a tiny boutique-sized company. As this is the direction Microsoft is pushing everyone, we need to start adjusting and adapting now. Start talking to your CFOs, start talking to your licensing people, start talking to your budget committees and preparing them for this tectonic shift. I can't underplay this. And if you're in doubt, message us. Talk to an independent advisor. And the third trend I'd like to mention today, which is probably not that huge, but it's emerging and it's interesting, is that Microsoft is embracing consumption-based metrics. It's not entirely new. Azure, for instance, is by definition consumption-based. But that did not previously exist in the traditional Microsoft licenses. What it means for you, it means that consumption-based licenses will creep in your infrastructure somehow. And they require different cost management and licensing management approach. Instead of your usual maybe annual or 3-year cycle of management of licenses, you need to have a very close look at how you consume and how you plan consuming something, because costs, and I don't need to tell you that, you have probably learned from Azure that consumption-based costs can easily get out of control. So these are the three most important trends that are right now, at this moment in time, reshaping the entire Microsoft license management.